This is Casey N. Barnes, the College of Education, Grand Canyon University. The class is SEC-500, U.S. and Arizona Constitutions for Teacher Candidates. The teacher is Richard Kamerman. The due date is July 2nd, 2025. Initiatives and referendums are the act of making decisions and taking actions. In law, initiatives allow citizens to change laws by signing petitions. This lets voters suggest new bills or constitutional amendments. Measures are suggested and voted upon, requiring citizens' signatures, petitions, and then it becomes law. Direct initiatives go straight to the ballot, whereas indirect initiatives require a proposal to be submitted to legislature. A referendum is the ballot voted on by the general population of states, counties, and cities. This gives people the power to approve or reject laws passed by a legislature. This allows the approval or rejection of laws that have already been passed. Significant issues require constitutional amendments, such as bond measurements or tax changes, allowing the citizens to vote based on approval. Initiatives and referendums have endured in the nation since the 1600s. Initiatives start by the legal draw of a proposal from a legislative council. Then it is filed with the state official, typically the Attorney General of that state. Official titles and a concise summary of the proposals are offered up for the ballot. This is what attracts citizens to vote on issues. Once these are approved, the petition goes for signatures. A specific percentage is required based on office. After those signatures are submitted, an election official counts the votes to ensure no double voting or falsified information. For voter approval or rejection, public officials will take place and offer pros and cons based on the information provided. Referendums begin at the legislative level when passing a new law. Citizens gather to provide a notice of intent when in opposition for circulation. This takes place over the course of 90 days or shortly after the legislative process ends. Similar to initiatives, it requires a specific amount of ballots/votes for the popular vote, but it is lower than the amount of initiatives. Election officials, again, verify signatures and ensure no duplicates are ready for qualifications. If the signatures surpass the required number, it is placed up for vote in the statewide election, which will allow a law to take place or be voided. While they are both direct democracy tools to enact citizens to participate in the passing or rejecting of laws, they differ in their purpose. Both are legislative tools allowing for lawmaking participation, and both rely on citizens to vote using checks and balances on the ballots. The difference between the two are found in the features of each. It comes down to timing, either before or after the legislative process ends. The amount of votes required differ by either the county they're being proposed in or the state if an overall vote is at risk. Furthermore, initiatives are as if the citizens write and pass the laws directly, and referendums are bills already being passed, and now the state requires citizens' stamp for approval. The pros of initiatives allow the people to directly shape the outcome of votes by using participation. However, it can facilitate the dictatorship of the majority, meaning that the rights of the minorities may be hindered. The pros and referendums allow the public participation of government and create relationships in votes. However, the cons give way for doubt when people lack the required information to make informed decisions, which can also lead to great divides in society. The overall core of the Arizona Constitution is founded in Article 4, Part 1 of Section 1. It discusses the protection of powers for the citizens to establish laws directly. This statement gives the people the power to propose laws and amendments, independent of legislation. It provides the power to veto laws by the citizens or request a review of already passed laws. Overall, by giving the citizens direct control over bills and laws through initiatives and referendums, it ensures that the people are merely responsible for the total votes and ballots. By granting them the ability to ultimate sovereignty who can propose, enact, or reject legislation. Thank you very much.